Yeah, thank you very much to talk today a little bit about the digital assistance system we have developed together with TZMO. And here to talk a little bit about the solution, Alea. And we also have here a little booth in the basement to show you a little bit our Nokia for the diapers. So I'm very much looking forward to talk to you after the session and after the lunch, of course, and to present you the solution we have developed together. But maybe before we're going to go into a little bit more details about the solution itself, I would like to make a short problem statement what it's about and where we're coming from. So I think most of you know here the problem of having a lot of people in the need of care and the number of caregivers. And this situation, at least we have here in Germany, and of course also the same probably in Poland and in a lot of other countries around the world, is that we have a lot of missing caregivers. And in the next couple of 10 years, the solution won't look better, unfortunately. I personally think that these kind of digital assistance systems won't solve this problem, but it will make it probably a little bit better. And against that background, and when you also take a closer look into the long-term care landscape and also in the care homes in particular, you see that you have a very high prevalence of diseases. 80% of the people suffer from incontinence. 2/3 have dementia. Round about the half of the people in a care home facility have a bed sores risk. And together with these kind of high prevalence diseases and on the other side a high backlog or massive digitalization backlog in care homes, you have a lot of time-consuming and costly tasks. I've been a lot in care homes, in the night shifts, over the day, and there's a lot of paper pencil work still there. And also unfortunately, a lot of inefficient processes, looking into a diaper in rounds, manually, visually looking, is there something in or not? Yeah? And when there's a little bit in, I directly change the diaper, I interrupt the sleep of the person who is in need of care, even though it was not necessary. And exactly here we're starting as AssistMe together with Zeni. We will see actually that 15% of the time in a care home is allocated for diaper changes and the whole incontinence management. We see also that 13% of the working hours is there for documentation. I think in Germany it's probably even more. And on the other hand, you also see that 2/3 of all bed sores arises in care home facilities. Yeah? And these problems we try to address with our solution, Alea. So we have developed a printed electronic sensor which got integrated into the production process of TZMO. So thank you very much to Andrzej Sobolewski to make it happening. And in addition, we have here a little clip which gets attached on the outside surface of the diaper, and then you can actually see a lot of things, because a clip attached on the outside surface of a diaper, you can see automatically in real time how full the diaper is, to make an improved incontinence management, to see also the mixture profile of the resident on a long-term side. You can see probably also trends compared to the last weeks. And you also can see whether the person has probably drunken too less. That's always also a big issue in care home facilities. And we came from the use case of the diaper or of the incontinence management because it has the highest prevalence rate. And we thought also, okay, when you have actually a clip on the body of a patient, you can maybe make also some other things. For example, bed sores prevention. So because the clip is always at the same position, you can tell exactly how long the person is, for example, lying on the right side, or lying on the left side, or on the back. And this gives you also the possibility as caregiver, or also as a station leader, as a care home provider, to automatically make repositioning protocols. And in addition, we have also the possibility to have a fall detection, to react immediately, and to help the person who fell down. And last but not least, we have also so-called zone management, that when a person with dementia and a wandering tendency is leaving the care home, then you get also automatic notification on your mobile phone, on your tablet, or the browser application, wherever you want to have it. And in the first generation of our product, we only had Wi-Fi, and then we realized, okay, care homes, Wi-Fi, it's not the best combination to start with, and also to have also a kind of like fast acceleration process together with the care home. So we put into the docking station, you can see here, an LTE SIM card to directly have a plug-and-play solution, to ensure that this kind of solution is easy to handle without any big issues to implement, and to directly have results to show. And in the next couple of months, we're also introducing a kind of automatic documentation to electronic health record systems or care documentation systems, so that all data which is generated here, for example, for the position you're lying in, is directly going into the care documentation system, so you don't have to protocol something in app 1, don't have to protocol something in app 2, and then you have to print it out, and then you have to sign it. So all these kind of processes we would like to automatize, to make it more easy, to make it more handleable, and to also relieve caregivers and to have more time for other tasks. And also what we are finalizing right now is the feature of stool detection. In a care home, we have developed kind of digital nose to smell whether there is something in the diaper or not. And coming from this, we have not only a solution for incontinence management. In the end, it is a digital assistance system to improve the life of the caregivers and also to improve the life of the care recipients who are in a care home. And we have conducted a pretty extensive study in the last 2 years, financed by the health insurances of Germany. We really nearly got like €500,000 to conduct a study for digital incontinence management with a university, the University of Neubrandenburg, to prove the efficacy and the effectiveness of this kind of solution. And this was a so-called randomized controlled trial. We had in total 85 people over the period of 13 months in the study, the half control group, the half intervention group. And then we looked actually what kind of positive benefits you can get out of this. And by the way, it's also the largest study in the world for digital incontinence management, which was conducted. And there we could prove that we could reduce 22.7% of diapers. So because they could go more target-oriented into the room of the patient and to check the diapers, or not necessary to check the diapers, just go there to change it. And in the end, we also saw in the care home that there's a higher job satisfaction because you have like optimized workflow processes. We also saw a lot of benefits for the care recipients itself. Due to the fewer diaper changes, especially in the night, we saw that we could significantly increase the quality of sleep. We could also reduce the risk of bed sores. And what we also could see is that since incontinence and fall risk is highly associated, that we could significantly reduce the amount of falls compared to the control group. And this is a very great result for all involved people, and also in the end for the family members who want to see whether everything is going well in the care home. So these kind of things are very important to go into a care home and to show, okay, hey, we can make the life of the care recipients better. We can make the life of the caregivers better, and we can also show better working environment in the care home. Yeah, so what we could see is, due to the less diaper changes and to the more target-oriented approach, we could save in a 100-bed house 2.2 full-time equivalents of time. You don't rationalize away these kind of caregivers. Yeah? But what you're going to do is you free up time, you relieve the caregivers, and then the job satisfaction will increase, and also you become a more attractive care home provider, especially to get young people. Because when you think about the biggest problems in elderly care or in care home facilities, it's getting new people and keep the people you have. And of course, it has also a kind of environmental impact when you look at the numbers, because diapers get produced, they get trashed, they get burned, and here we have also a significant positive influence. So right now we are working mainly on these kind of features, but we as SysMe don't see a digital assistance system or systems not only restricted to these kind of applications. We want to digitize elderly care, and that's very important. So next to the automatic documentation and the stool detection feature, we are right now working also on predictive care and predictive workload to also integrate some other data from other devices. For example, the other use cases we have seen in the previous presentation, heart rate bands or something else, to have a kind of combination of different real-time IoT data related to the patient. And what we also see is that in a care home, it's also very highly associated with diseases, what kind of room temperature you have, and the other things, the kind of light you have in the care home is highly associated with specific other diseases. So this is what we are working right now. And in the future, we are also having the possibility of detecting, for example, urinary tract infections to the digital nose we are right now developing. So it will go more in a kind of smart systems in elderly care to improve the life of the people. So, and last but not least, we are also discussing right now how we can use also the sensor technology we have developed together with TZMO to use it, for example, for smart wound care. So these kind of things are very important to not have only one single application in a care home to make elderly care better. It's more about developing a set of features which are easy to handle, which are a kind of, or having a kind of plug-and-play approach without a big resistance. And I think the most important part of, in the end, and this is always the question when I present this kind of solution, how much does this cost? So in the end, we think we have here a very high probability, at least in the German market, to get into the reimbursement system. And I think when you take a look into the features and the results we have also from the study financed by the health insurances, it has also always a positive benefit. So when you're interested in how the solution is exactly working and how much it costs, come to our booth in the basement. I'm very much looking forward. I'm very, very happy to be here to discuss this in further discussions with you. Thank you very much.